Hello everyone, I'm Wexen and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to explain to you how are my tactics in manager mode, my custom tactics that are not some of the preset ones, and how I manage my team on the pitch while playing a match. Okay, first of all, here we have my manager mode. You can see that I'm in Pro 1, almost a World Class 3. I just need a couple of wins more. But first of all, a very important thing is the formation you have. Okay, for example, I have the 4-2-3-1 narrow. That is my favorite for head-to-head and this manager mode. And as very important things in some positions. For example, for fullbacks, you need pacey fullbacks. It means you can't have one with 90 pace, especially if you have the coins. For example, it should have at least 110, 120 pace in order to be a good fullback. For example, this Hernandez has 149 and this Zanetti has 137. Okay, it has to be a high number because if not, in the counters you will be destroyed by some players, for example Eusebio. Then you should have some central backs with high pace. Obviously, it's not that necessary, but with high strength, high tackling, and high aggression. Especially that tackling part, it's important because if not, you you could mess up a lot of counters from your opponents. Then you should have like two box to box at the as the CDMs and some strikers or wingers as your offensive midfielders. For example, I have Mane, Fekir, and Torres, and I have Soler and Camavinga as my CDMs. So I think it's a good combination. And then any striker that you like, for example, Eusebio, or you can put even Torres and Eusebio as a cam. Depends on what you like, after all. Okay, that's everything. As I said, actually any narrow or any information with a lot of midfielders will be good in this type of game mode, with at least with these tactics. Okay, that are some tactics based on control with some changes. Okay, for example, for the build-up, you should have a short passing distance in order to don't mess up with a very long pass that your opponent can recover with a header, just because you want to keep the possession, and that's a very important thing. And high speed, the maximum speed possible, just in order to build up fast and make counters, for example, or make a good or make a fast attack that doesn't let your opponent react. After all, then the mentality will be set up in balance on default, and depending on the match, for example, if you win 1-0 and it's the 70 minutes and you are not creating that match opportunities, I would recommend you to set up the defending, or if you are losing, the attacking one. And then the positioning always organized if possible, just because if not, it may be a mess and players should be changing positions and it will mess up a bit. Then in the offense tactics, I have this. There is some passing tendency that always possible in cross because if not, you want to score any goal, and a medium shooting tendency. Some people may be asking, why don't you have the three shooting tendency? And I would say because if not, they will take too much long shots, and long shots are so nerfed that it makes no sense to have long shots right now. They take like long shots, but by too far if they are in three. In two, it's okay. Passing tendency, I have it in two because if not, they can move up the ball too much in some occasions and may not be the best thing to score goals. So in two, it's okay. As I said, organized, always organized positioning, just in order to make a good build-ups. And then in defense, the highest pressure possible, the lowest width, because on the wings, the crossing is not that important. And in aggression, 2. If you're losing, set up a 3, because if not, you may mess up a lot. And for example, if your opponent has a really high overall players, it's better to be aggressive, even if you commit a foul or you get a yellow card. Okay, and the backline obviously cover. The opposite trap is more for like high pace and long distance balls or long passing. When your opponent does that, obviously it's not the best. Then you should press in apply, obviously, and it's going to be your default tactics. If you want to put control, it's okay. It's similar, but it's not the same and maybe worse in some parts. Okay, for example, right now we can check that I have custom activated, and well, you have here the order that if you want to let it all the night, press Exhibition Read and FIFA Champion. That's everything you need to do. Okay, let's play and let's see what happens. I have to find an opponent that right now it's maybe something more complicated, but I found, for example, G that has a lower rated team, so this may be an easy match. Okay, he's in amateur 1, I'm in pro 1. but you can never know if your opponent, despite of overall, has a good tactic, can destroy your team 5-0. Okay, he will certainly have like a defending, especially because he has 5 at the back, and this may be a hard match because 5 at the back it's kind of meta in this game mode. But let's see. Okay, first of all, he has the cup, and as you can see, okay, he's going to be like crossing, it seems. So here it's pressing, and Hernandez as well. Okay, he did like a small lob, and Madai gets off the ball. Okay, now here the build up. Fernando Torres passes to Camavinga. Camavinga has 3 options of passing, or continue running. Then Eusebio has here all the space, but the pass is not the best. Obviously, having a good striker with a good passing stat will be way better in manager mode. All the stats that a player has is going to be okay. For example, here now Fernando Torres passes to Hernandez, and Hernandez will already close the ball, and it clears the ball, obviously. But then you will have the counter as it has been a clearance, and Soler is going to cross for sure, as he's right-footed, or he may pass back. Camavinga, Zaneri, Eusebio, it's a cross that lot clears. Okay, it may be something like that. It crosses to match it. The feedback is already sent, okay, because in sometimes it's way too much. Okay, you can see here that the opponent has adjusted their tactic, and here it says your dribble is weaker, use attacking. Don't use attacking, counter defending, because it may lead you to some errors in defense mainly, or in attacking, and you may lose the game. Okay, first of all, if it starts pressing back, don't worry, they will eventually go up. For example, here Hernandez has the ball, passes to Camavinga, and Camavinga will certainly pass to Hernandez or Fernando Torres. Here Camavinga, Eusebio, well, Fernando Torres, Fekir maybe, or he dribbles, and Fekir shoots. It's not a bad shot, but we have the corner at least. Let's see if we can win. Corners are actually real good if you have players like Van Dijk or Maldini. Okay, he clears the ball, but it's half time. That's a bad thing that it's I don't know, extra time almost. So let's see the second half. Okay, my opponent sorely just activated the defensive one, and let's see what happens. First of all, I'm going to set up the attacking mentality, just in case, because we need to score a goal, obviously. I mean, I have no problems with drawing, but it's better to score a goal, obviously. Okay, here, Camavinga, Van Dijk, here comes Mane, Torres, Fekir, Torres, nah, that pass is not good, but he clears the ball, that it's a good thing. Zaneri, that's not a good pass. Then Maldini, Calvert-Lewin is here. Okay, Camavinga was too aggressive there. That's a good. That's not a good thing if you had 3 of aggressivity, because maybe 2 players can do that, and you may be sold out. Okay, here Mane should pass to Torres and not dribble all the way out. That's because he doesn't have the pace right now. Okay, the other thing as well is that they cover the pass. They try to intercept it. Kamada, well, that's not too common that Kamada literally said when they get off my way, but okay. Okay, let's offense, let's get more passing. I would recommend him to pass to Torres, okay? Torres Eusebio will be the best thing. Then Soler, Hernandez, Maldini, no. Okay. Good. Having a good central back is really important in this game mode. But then Noble did a good pass there. Zaneri, please. Okay. Good job. It was offside. I think I'm going to set up the attacking right now because it's really the last opportunity I have to score a goal. But this tactic will mostly give you draws or wins. Depends a lot, as you know. But well, actually my opponent set up a really good tactic in defensively talking. He didn't let me almost shoot. I had a good chance, but nothing more. It's a draw as before in the other video in the Spanish one. I mean, but a good tactic, as you see, can counter yours. And that's not a problem. It means if you can't score, it's okay. For example, I had more shots and goal. And here you can see the statistics. For example, Van Dijk had 1 shot but not on goal. So Fekir had 1 shot and goal. And Eusebio one shot is overall. Then, well, the passes, tackles, and fouls. but it's okay, as you can see. Here's our stats if you're interested. But that's everything you need to know about Manager Mode. I only need like 1 win more to promote to World Class 3. As you can see, I scored 41 goals, my combo is 5. Here you can see some matches. I mean, I will usually lose against this type of teams that are like really good teams. But actually, for example, this one is a top 1, and I draw. I mean, it's mostly draws and wins, but not that much losses, unless you freeze as well. But thank you so much for watching the video. If you like it, you can subscribe or like it. And I'm going to be updating June in Manager Mode, events and other things. So thank you so much for watching the video, and see you next time. Bye!